Knock, knock. Who's there? Sir. Sir.
Surprise.
Oh. Oh. Children, welcome to Preschool Meeting. I'm Miss Stephanie. I'm so glad to see you. Do you like surprises? I like good surprises, like, I don't know, when someone gives you some chocolates, or you get a letter in the mail. That's a nice surprise. Or when someone helps without you asking. Sometimes that can be a surprise. Like here, when someone takes out the trash and I didn't ask them to. That's a nice surprise. Some surprises I don't like so much, like really loud noises all of a sudden. It startles me. That's not a good surprise all the time. But there's many kinds of good surprises. And I thought that's something we could talk about today. Surprises. Why don't we start though with a calming exercise after that startle of our opening. We're going to do something called buzzy bee breathing. It's breathing with a hum. What we're going to do is we'll breathe in through our nose, and when we breathe out through our nose instead of our mouth this time, we're going to leave our lips closed and we're going to hum like this. Sounds a little like a buzzing bee. And when we do this, try it with me. You'll feel your lips vibrating. Try again. In. Sort of tickles your lips. For this one time, why don't you put your hand on your chest and see if you can feel the buzzing there in your chest. Ready? In. Did you feel that buzzing vibration in your chest? Kind of like a little bee's body. This could be a nice way to calm ourselves down, or to be more mindful, meaning we're paying attention to what's going on. It could just help us feel good. So let's do one more buzzy bee breath. In. Children, I'd like to do a surprise art project with you. And this might be something that you could try with your grown-ups at home. This is a project I learned from my friend, Miss Jamie, who is also a teacher. All we need for our surprise art project is a container with a lid, like an oatmeal container, but you could use a coffee container or anything with a lid on it. And then a piece of paper that's taped into a tube shape that fits pretty well inside your container. And then we need paint. I've chosen orange and red. It's nice to have at least two colors. Orange and red is what I have. And then some things that can roll around. It's best if they're a little heavy, have some weight to them. I'm using avocado pits because I found these just sitting by my sink. My son saves all the avocado pits. But you could use golf balls or round rocks or anything, acorns, anything with some weight to them. The heavier the better. Golf balls are really wonderful for this project. No one here golfs, so that's why I'm using avocado pits. Okay, so what we do is we take our heavy weighted thing and put it in a bowl of paint and roll it around a bit to get it nicely covered. I probably should have brought a spoon or something to roll these for me. It doesn't get all over my hands, but I'm kind of known for being a messy art teacher, so that's just my brand. I do have paper towels. I could get one of those. Okay, and then once we're satisfied that it's rolled around enough, we put it in our container that has the paper in it. And we want to make sure that we put it so that it sits on top of the paper, not underneath, not between, but here, right in there. I bet you can see where this is going. In goes the red. In goes the orange. Then I'm going to put the lid on and just sort of have fun with it. Can you hear those pits rolling around? I can go back and forth, around and around. I could even shake it. Whoa, spin it. I have no idea what my art is going to look like. It's going to be a complete surprise. Are you ready to see it? Okay. Take it out. I'm going to take off the tape that was holding it together. And look, there's my artwork. What a surprise. This is a very fun project, and you can do it over and over again. And guess what? Every time it's going to come out different. And you can use different colors of paint. You could see if it's different if you use acorns instead of avocado pits or whatever you're going to try to use. Try different materials and see how different it is. And I think that's really nice. When that dries, I think I'm going to put that on my refrigerator. Well, I hope you enjoyed your surprise art project idea. And if you try this with your families, let me know how it turns out.
My name is Amanda, and I wanted to tell you about some feelings that I have. Sometimes I feel really happy, and other times I feel kind of sad. And sometimes I'm curious and I just want to know lots of things. And other times I just feel angry and upset. Sometimes I'm just so excited I can't even stand still. And other times I'm confused and I don't know what I'm feeling. All of these feelings give me information about what's going on in my world, and I can always talk to someone about them.
Children, the book I'd like to read to you today is called Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall. Jabari Jumps. Looks like he's on a diving board. Might be kind of high up. Jabari jumps. There's the water. Here he is, getting undressed and getting into his bathing suit and putting on his goggles. Looks like he's getting ready to jump into the water. Let's find out what happens. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. Looks like his dad is holding Jabari's little sister. Jabari's telling his dad he's going to jump off the diving board. How do you think Jabari feels? Look at that face. Looks a little excited to me. Maybe proud. He's going to do something big. And his dad is looking right at him and saying, really? I think his dad finds that news very interesting. I guess he's never done it before. Jumped off the diving board. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Looks like his little sister is proud too, or excited. He's not scared. He passed his swim test. Jabari watched the other kids climb up the long ladder. Here it is here. Oops. The long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. They just look like bugs to Jabari up there on that high diving board. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, and then they dove down, splash. Looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Maybe he's feeling a little nervous now that he's there and sees the diving board. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. How do you think he's feeling looking way up? You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. He's letting the other children go ahead of him. Seems a little nervous about it. Maybe he's not sure that he wants to climb up that ladder and jump. Jabari started to climb up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, said his dad. Those look like good stretches, don't they? Got to get your body all ready. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. Do you have a prediction? Prediction means you think about what's going to happen next. You have an idea. Do you have a prediction? Do you think he's going to jump? Or do you think he's going to wait? Let's see. Look at that child jumping. Big jump. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Jabari loves surprises. So Daddy's advice is, if you feel scared, take a deep breath and say, I'm ready. That's what he's telling Jabari there. I'm ready. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. We could take a deep breath with Jabari. Ready? Jabari looked up. This is what it looks like from the top. He began to climb up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood straight up. He walked all the way to the end of the board. He's being very brave, isn't he? Do you think he's going to jump? His toes curled around the rough edge. Got his toes curling around the edge of that board. Do you think he's ready? Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up off the board, flying. He did it. And look at the people in the pool are waving and cheering. Yay! Jabari hit the water with a splash. This is a fun page. The author made the letters to splash really big. Splash. That's not a letter. That's an exclamation point. Do you know that? And that means this is said with energy. Splash. Down, down, down he went. And then back up. Whoosh. These letters say whoosh. How does he feel? Whoops. He looks proud and happy to me. He did it. Jabari, you did it, said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What? Said his dad. Surprise double backflip is next. Oh my goodness, that sounds like a fancy jump. He's ready to do it again. Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall. I hope you enjoyed that book. Good for Jabari.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bears.
Children, thank you so much for joining for Preschool Meeting. I had a really nice time. Every day is a surprise. Have you noticed that? Every day we don't know what's going to happen. I hope you have good surprises today. We'll see you soon. Okay, would you like to practice that knock knock joke so you can try it on your grown-ups? Do you remember it goes, knock knock, who's there? Sir, sir, surprise. Usually you would say sir who and the person would answer, but this time surprise jumps in there. So knock knock, who's there? Sir, sir who, surprise. Okay, so I'll be the joke person and you'll be the answer person. Ready? Knock, knock. Sir. Surprise. Okay, now let's try it the other way where you're the joke person and I'm the answer person. So you're going to say knock, knock to me. Ready? Go. Who's there? Sir who? I got surprised. Good luck. Let me know how it goes.